Hi. Today I wanted to talk about another obstacle to joy. Last week we talked about the first one, which was fear, stress, and anxiety. And today I want to talk about the second one, which is frustration and anger. And the book talks about this so nicely. I just, again, I'm so enamored with the book, but um, they really stress that our frustration and our anger comes out of fear, which is so true. And so I just always repeating after the what's in here. Where there is fear, frustration will follow, and frustration brings anger. So you see, fear and anger are very close. And um, Desmond Tutu talks about apartheid and how upset he was and how he would pray for people or hold space for them. He was a very religious man, of course. He was the archbishop, and he prayed very hard for people, and that helped him bring um, some joy to him, because he just didn't feel like he could be angry all the time. Like I said earlier in a previous video, it's like holding on to a burning piece of coal thinking we're going to throw it at someone that we're angry with, and really it's burning us and it's hurting us, and it's like a ball and chain. And I think that that's so true for so many things when we're angry and frustrated. And one way out of the anger, according to Desmond Tutu, is to ask, what is the hurt that has caused our anger or is causing our anger? And what are we afraid of? Many times we feel threatened, and then we get angry because we feel like we're out of control or we can't do anything about it. And he talks about if we can have compassion for ourselves and acknowledge how we feel afraid or hurt or threatened, we can have compassion for others and even maybe let go of some of that anger. And it can really bug us. And one way that he talks again about frustration and anger is to really learn to forgive. And so, what he recommends is that we should think about someone that really upsets us or really, really makes us angry, and to think about that person and to close our eyes and to pray for them or hold them some space and pray for joy and happiness for us and for that person. Now, again, I talked earlier in a video, it's really important that we can't forgive or let go of what happened, but to be able to forgive the person. And there is a big difference. And so he talks about even wishing them well, which is really, really hard. But to see them as a child, born just like we are, with equal rights, equal um, possibilities, opportunities, and to really hold some space for them or pray for them if that's how we feel about it. And we should try to do this each day for 2 weeks and see how our relationship with that person is transformed. And the example that I want to give is about the drunk driver that killed our son. That was very hard for me to forgive him, but I did do some of this. I held space for him. He was a young kid too. It was his sixth or seventh drunk driving, and he wasn't supposed to drive. He stole his sister's car and all of that stuff. But that wasn't going to bring our son back. And the thing that helped me the most was to be able to forgive him and to hope that he got into treatment. I knew he was alcoholic. I knew he had a drug problem, and that didn't condone what happened. It wasn't going to bring my son back, our son back, but I did have to work on forgiving him, and that really helped me be at peace. And took a long time, but I finally got there. And so, what I'd like for you to do this week is to think about someone that you're really angry, really frustrated with, and to hold some space for that person. Close your eyes, think about them, and maybe ask God to forgive them if you feel that your spiritual or a higher power or the universe, whatever feels right for you, and hopefully that you can forgive them too. And it's for your own good, not only for that person. So that's just a real quick video today about um, the frustration and the obstacles of anger and frustration and fear. And we'll continue to talk about those. And I'll pop on again next week and talk about the third obstacle to joy. And eventually we will get to the pillars of joy. I promise. Talk soon.